We are here in Williston at Float Away Wellness Spa, and today I'm going in a float tank for the first time.
I think one of the things that floating does is it does calm your nervous system down, which is good for people like me that have fibromyalgia, but for all of us out there living in the world right now, we're stressed, we're anxious.
Having to teach and then being a debate coach, and then being a dad, being a musician and a performer, the process forces that calm on me, and then I'm able to sort of take that reset.
So you got 10 inches of water, and you have 700 pounds of Epsom salt in there. So you will not touch the bottom.
I don't know how to swim. I don't take a ton of baths. So the buoyancy and the kind of getting adjusted and acclimated and comfortable and all of that, I think, was a bigger part of my first experience.
Your head will never get below, and your mouth or eyes will never get in the water, even if you fall asleep.
Okay, so now I'm squeaky clean and it's time to go into the float tank, which is warm and dark and full of salt. Okay, we're gonna get into the float tank now. You can just feel your whole body relaxing. Bye-bye, I'm going to float.
Yeah, so my path to floating started with struggling with chronic pain. I was the co-director of the University of Vermont's Lawrence Debate Union, traveling like 15 weekends a year, going to debate tournaments, sitting in classrooms, long plane flights, and my body just couldn't handle it. I couldn't sleep at night. The pain was everywhere. I was writing or typing a lot for my job, and my hands would just always hurt. I found a place in Shelburne, Satori floats. I went once a month and then quickly twice a month. I was a regular floater. I got to know Ron pretty well, and as I'm having conversations with Ron about why I'm floating and he's talking about I think I'm done, I quickly it clicked, and I was like, I think I should buy all of your stuff and open up my own spa. One of the reasons I did this also was so that I could regularly float. Now I float 3 times a week on average.
It's relaxed, my brain's not thinking about any kind of pain.
I feel like I am lighter. I feel like I just have less of those stress signals. John Lilly was inspired to create this float-like environment. These tanks were developed in the 1970s that I use. So Altered States is one of the first places that people see floating. There's an episode of The Simpsons. It's also in Stranger Things. It used to be called sensory deprivation. We're trying as an industry to move away from that. It's when Satori opened. They were the first one in Vermont. And now there's one in Montpelier. There's also, I think, one in Irisburg. So it's become a lot more popular. Your body, the air, and the water are all the same temperature. You really can experience zero gravity moments, like you're floating in space.
For me, there are some minor aches and pains here and there. I tend to have a busier mind. I tend to be ruminating a lot. It really does have an impact on your nervous system. There's a certain calmness that just is once you're done.
And the ability to get into the tank with a vibroacoustic session first and leave with just a little bit of a reset.
Make room for quiet. Make time to float.
Wow, I feel calm and rested. And we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. And phone, you are covered in salt. Salty, salty. You're so salty. I don't think you can see it, but guess what? I'm floating. I wonder if this is what the womb feels like. The womb.